I really do think that I'm a green person. I care about the environment. I'm very involved in wildlife and in conservation. And in that capacity, I'm all for cleaning up the environment and stopping pollution. But it has to be done in an economically viable way. It has to be done that's not going to cause more suffering than it helps. So really what we should be doing is looking at ways that we can clean up the environment which are A, economically viable, and B, have an effect which is measurable. Controlling carbon emissions is not going to have an effect that is measurable. So we'll never know whether or not it was a success or not. The fact of the matter is, the data argue against Gore's hypothesis. We have measurements going back hundreds of thousands of years, and the trend is absolutely clear. Global warming is a fact, and so is global cooling a fact. These are cycles in nature, and they've been happening for as long as we've been able to measure them. Just a smooth curve, temporary warming followed by temporary cooling, followed by temporary warming, and so on. That's what we're seeing. We're seeing the cooling phase of a warming phase which happened in the last decades of the 20th century. The global warming fraternity are in fact prophets of doom. They cry foul now about man's influence in catastrophic global warming. And they're talking about rising sea levels and temperatures which are going to so badly affect the environment and irreversibly affect the environment that the earth will become uninhabitable. I just come back to the numbers. The predictions that were made in the early 90s and upon which Al Gore based his hypothesis have failed to materialize. We didn't see those fantastic graphs going up in An Inconvenient Truth. Haven't happened. So if we test a scientific theory by the success of its predictions, then Al Gore's theory fails. Let's face it, the environment and global pollution really needs to be taken seriously. We need to have a hard look about the way that we treat our planet. There's no doubt about that, and I'm not arguing against it. The fact is, though, that we must not become hysterical without good reason. If we see a tsunami coming, get hysterical. But if we have an American politician seeking publicity, making some provocative statements, we should raise our eyebrows. Let's at least be a little bit skeptical when people come with these huge doomsday stories. I don't think it's going to be as bad as that or as quick as that. But I do think we're not behaving well towards the environment.